Hi, my name is Tiffany Thomas, conducting an interview for Andrea Selena. My shadow is Mrs. Mo Money, supervised by Dr. Silent, the pharmacist. The first thing I want to ask for you to do is to throw up your macros so that we can confirm you have everything correct and in order.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. So now I'm going to start off with the HP rules. Do not resuscitate patients in streets around the hospital, PvP territories, zones, or army base. No attendant PvP territory without a rank 7 or above. Do not treat patients with weapons drawn. Do not stand or cell on the main lobby floor. Do not stand on any back block or surrounding hospital areas to chill or take breaks. You can ride around in the city, go to floor 2 if unoccupied, or the cafeteria instead. Do not go AFK while on duty. The punishment is a 3-day ban, demotion, and funds reset. Do not be disrespectful to patients or colleagues. Punishment is immediate dismissal. No combat fighting whatsoever. Break away and run if you cannot. /help RP4. As far as sitting behind the desk, the max is 2 staff per desk in rank order from brown, maroon, blue, white, and then green. Up to 3 may line up in the hallway, same rank order. Brown, maroon, blue, white, and then green. For your med stock delivery, I said delivery, disregard. For your med stock wait time, if your wait time is over 5 minutes, you can go on emergency calls or med deliveries. If it's under 5 minutes, please wait in the cafeteria. The entry rules for the front door that's on the floor where the desk is at. Only a rank 6 and above can come in and out of those doors. For the front parking, only a rank 7 and above. Do not spawn the bus without DCP or CP permission on any day at any time ever. Radio checks are mandatory. You must respond using the 10-4 copy macro. Next, I'm going to get into the MD rules. So we're going to start off from MD1, refusal to provide medical assistance. Refusal to provide medical assistance, including performing CPR or giving meds without a justified RP reason. As long as there is no threat to the medic's life, including situations where armed players are present at the scene, the punishment is one reprimand from the faction leadership. MD2, provide a medical aid during dangerous situations, selling medication or resuscitating players in situations that threaten the life and health of both the medic and the player, including but not limited to during an escalating conflict, an active shootout, a turf war, etc. The punishment is one warning from the faction leadership. MD3, compliance with project rules. Medical personnel are required to comply with all established project rules. The punishment is from one warning to one reprimand from the faction leadership. MD4, improper RP behavior. Failure to adhere to RP rules when interacting with players while providing medical assistance or communicating with faction colleagues. The punishment is one warning from the faction leadership. MD 4.1, disrespectful behavior. Disrespectful behavior towards any player. The punishment is one reprimand or dismissal at the discretion of the faction leadership. MD 4.2, non-compliance with orders. Failure to comply with leadership orders or to observe the chain of command within the faction. The punishment is one reprimand from faction leadership. MD 4.3, assault on civilians. Assaulting civilians with a taser, weapon, or fist without an RP reason. The punishment is dismissal from the faction. MD 5, use of weapons. Medical personnel strictly forbidden from using any weapons. The punishment is dismissal from the faction. MD 6, criminal activity. Intentionally associated with gangs committing major crimes, including but not limited to theft, vandalism, murder, or joining factions during activities where medic participation is not intended. Punishment is dismissal from the faction. Use of service vehicles for personal purposes. Using official medical transport for personal travel when not on duty, including for civilian jobs. That punishment is one warning from the faction leadership. MD 7.1, use of personal vehicles. Using personal vehicles instead of service vehicles to perform faction duties. Punishment is one warning from the faction leadership. Last but not least, MD 8, unauthorized issuance of recovery notes. Issuing medical certificates outside of a hospital. Issuing medical certificates with monetary compensation. The punishment is one warning from the faction leadership. Do you have any questions so far?
No.
Okay, we're going to jump into the RP rules, RP 13, and RP faction actions. Violating RP conduct within a faction, including the unwarranted release of players from jail. Punishment, dismissal from the faction and or from 30 minutes in jail up to a 3-day account ban. RP 14, sexual harassment. Any form of sexual action, including simulation and explicit dialogue or actions, the use of ethnic and or LGBTQIA slurs, stalking other players, or excessive verbal detail and descriptions with sexual undertones. All sexual actions between players must be performed with the prior consent of all participating individuals. Such actions must not take place in public areas or areas frequently visited by other players, including but not limited to jail, hospital, job zones, parking lots, etc. That punishment will be a 60-minute mute of voice and text chat or an account ban ranging from 24 hours to 30 days. RP 15, provocation of faction members. Intentionally provoking members of any faction for entertainment or with the intent to disrupt the faction's operations. The punishment is 30 minutes in jail. RP 16, criminal acts against emergency personnel. Any criminal acts committed against emergency medical personnel. Punishment is from 90 minutes in jail to a 12-hour account ban. Do we have any questions?
No.
Okay, my first question to you is going to be, how would you deal with difficult colleagues? Floor 2 is closed. We're doing an interview. Can you please proceed back to floor 1 until we're done? Thank you. Okay, how would you deal with the difficult colleagues?
I would pretty much stay calm in the situation and just see what I can do to help out with the frustration. But if there's nothing I can think of I can do, I'll have a nurse to come help with whatever's going on.
Okay, I like that answer, and I just want you to remember also to record and report if somebody's being difficult and you feel like you can't deal with it, or you're trying and it's not working. You always want to record and report so that it can get handled appropriately by one of our higher ups. My second question is going to be, why do you want to join the medical faction?
I want to because I enjoy helping other people out and just making them feel better. I've always been like a compassionate type of person, actually caring about the impact I have on others besides all the other stuff. So that's why I feel like I'll be a good fit.
Okay, I like that answer. How do you handle high stress situations during medical emergencies?
I just stay calm and will just try to at least piece it, step by step, and just pretty much start from there, remain calm.
Yes, ma'am. What is the importance of following the chain of command in the medical faction?
Can you say that again, please?
What is the importance of following the chain of command in the medical faction?
Can you explain that a little bit more for me?
So you see how we have green scrubs, we have white scrubs, blue scrubs, maroon, brown scrubs, and then we have our doctors. Why do you think it's important to follow the chain of command? Would that be what I mean when I say that is, you know how with each step that you take further up in the rank, from a green scrub that will be a 0, a white scrub being rank 1, a blue scrub being rank 2, a maroon being 3, a brown scrub being 4, and the white that I have on being a rank 5. We all have different roles. The more that you rank up, the more responsibilities that you will have. So, say if the chief has her role in her position that she plays as the boss, the chain of command leading all the way from rank 0 up to her, why is it important that basically we have those rank orders up, like the whole chain? Why must you go through the chain of command before you will reach out basically to the top boss?
Well, it's important to learn each piece because that's what it takes to, finish the puzzle. You don't want to be educated instead of just making it to the top. It's better to actually learn as you go,
Understood. And we each have a role to play. So if everyone does up their part, then that makes the medical faction as great as it is, following the chain of command. If I need something, I'm going to go to my higher up, which is Dr. Silent. If you need something, you're going to go to a maroon, a brown, or another, a lower rank in the white coats before you will go to the top. So I definitely like your answer, and I like your mindset as well. If someone refuses medical treatment, what should you do?
I would honestly just try to explain the medication and what it will do for them. And like I said, I'll probably have someone else to come in to try to persuade them, but I cannot force someone to do it, to take their medication. But I will prioritize what they're saying, their feelings as well.
Period. My fifth question, why is teamwork important in the medical faction?
Teamwork is important because there's going to be a day where it might be an overload, but if you have other people that will help you, or you help other people, it will make the whole hospital just operate the way it should.
Period. I like you. What does patient what does patient privacy mean to you?
Basically, just can I do an example?
Yes, ma'am.
Say if we like showers and stuff, we would want to be covered up. Say if we're helping them do something like a treatment where they'll be shown, you'll want to just treat them with the same respect, their integrity, to make sure they're covered up, just like we would want to be.
Period. And also, HIPAA is a big thing. I don't want my diagnosis, my medications, if I got an STD or whatever the case may be. I want that protected. When patients come to us, we want them to know that we can trust them. I mean, that they can trust us, and we're only here to help, and we're going to do our best at all times. How do you handle multiple patients asking questions at once? Like if you're at the desk and somebody's like, Medkit, give me pills, whatever the case may be. How would you handle that?
I will explain to them that I'm with someone right now, but I will get to them in just a second.
Okay. And
that's a very long answer. You just say, wait a minute, wait a second. That's all you say.
Tanya, this is a private interview. Can you please go back to floor 1?
Okay, I'm so sorry.
And you're doing a good job, Andrea, so don't worry about it.
Thank you.
No problem. If you are out on the EMS run and you see the person that you were called for, which is the person that will be in that red little circle, and then you see other players that have been shot laying around, and then there's players that's pointing their guns at you, trying to tell you who to pick up. Who would you pick up?
I'm going to pick up who got called. Who called?
Correct. Okay. If you seen Dr. Silent on the floor in front of HP and he's asking you to pick him up, what would you do?
No, I can't pick him up.
Exactly. Thank you. And my last question for you is going to be, if you had run into a situation where you feel like a white coat is disrespecting you, what would you do? How would you handle that situation?
I would do what I'm told, the camera on, and just, record that and try to tell another person that's higher up as well.
Okay. More money?
Okay, so my first question is, if you're out of med kits and pills, and your restock time is 15 minutes, where should you be, or what you should be doing?
I could do the med delivery or EMS runs. But you said I'll be out, so therefore I'll be in the cafeteria.
Okay, good. My next question is, if a player wants you to stick around to do PvP, are you allowed to do that?
No, I can't.
Okay, thank you. That's all the questions I had.
Thank you.
Okay, and that will conclude the interview for Andrea Selena.